Hey guys, I was just doing a do-it-yourself for a rod rack adjustable, kind of like the multi-bars. So I decided to try and do this on my own. I ordered everything off coremetalworks.com. Got it the lengths I wanted. I think this is 3/4 inch by 1 3/4 aluminum for the top piece. And then I have 4 of these 3/8 1 by 3/4 pieces for the stand-ups, which I'm cutting an angle on so that way they can't overextend backwards, so your rods don't go in the water. And then I got 4 of the 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 squares to go on the bottom, and my base plates have not come yet, but all this metal only cost $130. And then I got some set screws, stainless steel off of Amazon, and I got a tap for the set screws off of Amazon, and I got a 1.5 by 13 tap for the big holes to go on the side of these to attach your stand-ups, which I'll show in a little bit. Right now I'm just getting them cut down. I just kind of use this tennis ball thing. It's not perfect, but it'll work. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these cut down. I'm just using this angle grinder, kind of smooth them out, and I'm just using a hacksaw, so you guys really don't have to have a bunch of fancy equipment to do this. It's not hard to do, it just takes a little time. And I'll get back with you when I got all this cut down and smoothed out and we're ready to drill some holes and start tapping. Alright guys, gotta round off the other sides, so I'm just using a washer and marking that, and I'm at work now. You can do this still with a hacksaw, it's just I'm at work and I got a bandsaw. Just cutting off the main meat of it, and then we'll grind it down to be round. This is what it just looks like, just cut off. We'll take the grinder to that and round it out, and then we'll start drilling holes. Alright guys, just using this wheel to knock these down to make them more round and a little prettier. They're not bad. And then my top bars, trying to get them rounded off on the edges also, so they don't cut nobody. I made them 24 inches long. I ordered them 3 foot, but that's just too big, I found out. The 2 foot's about perfect, puts them about a foot apart. These are 24 inches long. Alright, well, I'm gonna finish grinding this one and then we're gonna get to drilling finally. Hey guys, I'm back at home now. It was a long night at work, so I didn't have time to show drilling all these holes. Um, but let me get one of these pieces out of here. So you pretty much just drill 1/2-inch holes each side of the stand-ups, and then the blocks. You're gonna drill one, hold on, 1/2-inch hole right down the middle of one side, and then on either side you can see it's tapped. It is a 1/2-inch by 13 tap. You're going to drill it out with a 27/64 drill bit and then tap it with a 1/2-inch tap. And it's pretty easy. It didn't take very long. You got to do it to all of them. And then with the same tap, 1/2-inch by 13 tap, you're going to drill holes in the top of your top bracket if you're using monster rod holders. There's a lot of them out there that are just 3/8. You'll need to figure out what size thread that is, and you'll need to drill and tap according to that. But I'm using monster rod holders. Very nice, stout. They are also 12 by 13, so all of my holes are 12 by 13. But you can see it came out pretty good. The only problem I have right now is that I did not take enough off of these and round them. If I can get to the focus. There you go. You see it kind of hits there, so it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. Let's see if I can. Gotta loosen the bolt in order to get it to go. But so it kind of rubs on it, so my bolt doesn't sit flush. You can kind of see it there. When I tighten it, it sits on these supports, so I've got to take off more, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. Let me go ahead and tighten this up so you guys can see. I don't have my base plate yet, so I just have a nut in the vise that's bolted down to that. You can see these things I was talking about, so when it rotates back, it has to stop. But it's coming out really good. It's rock solid. Alright, well, here's just a little update. I got the raw thing all put together. It works perfectly fine. I can't really rotate it right now because I just have it clamped in the vise. I haven't got my base plates yet. They should come today. Hopefully I can maybe actually film that for you guys. This is also rotated the wrong way because it's in the vise. But you can see it came out really good. Yeah, I got my set screws all put in. Right now I just have some regular steel ones in there because I got to paint it. As you can see, mine is not near as pretty as the multi-bars, but mine are functional in the exact same way. So they will work. especially with using all hand tools and stuff, I'm actually pretty happy with the way it came out. I got a bunch of paint today to paint these guys up. Got some self-etching primer. Decided to go with a metallic finish, metallic dark metal. It's my clear coat. And I'm painting the blocks this green color to match, well, kind of closely match these rod holders. It's the closest thing I could find, but it'll work. Yeah, it's all coming together. It all works, all rotates. I can't paint today because I'm in Kansas and the humidity's at 89%, so all my paint would probably just gum up. So it'll be a couple days before I can paint, and then I'll finally be able to post this video for you guys. Maybe I'll be able to get my base plate and get some video drilling that out and tapping it. And I gotta wait for my counter bore for my cap screws to mount that also. So I'll give you guys an update whenever I get everything else and the humidity goes down. Alright, just a little update. I'm about to start painting. Looks like a bunch of wind chimes in here. Sounds like wind chimes too. I did drill an extra hole at my top bar because I messed up on my measurements, and the rod holder would either only be able to go in about 1/4 inch, or the bottom bolt that goes through the block would only be able to go in about 1/4 inch. So I just drilled another hole next to it, and middle one's gonna have to be offset. It is what it is. I should have made that top bar 1 inch thick, but I didn't. So I'm about to start painting. Humidity has finally gone down. When you're painting bare aluminum, or any really steel, whatever, you should always use a self-etching primer. It's got like a mild acid in it that'll adhere and eat into the metal just a little bit. So if you spray just regular primer on there, it'll peel off, you know, and who knows how much time, but it will peel off. So always use a self-etching primer. And if you want to, you can use a high build, and after that, and sand it down if you really want to get that far into it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use this, and then I'm going to start painting today. Well, guys, I got these all painted up. I picked this metallic color. It actually looks really good. It's kind of a sparkle to it. Let's see if I can get the I mean, you could just see how shiny and good it came out. Looks professional to me, and I did the blocks in the green. I got a one drip right there. I'll have to clean up my threads probably, but yeah, you can see how good this came out. It came out really good. I'm very happy with it. I was afraid I was going to have a drip on this one. I got kind of carried away with the clear. I don't see it though. Oh, I did miss a little bit on the bottom. I could still see a little bit of primer. That's all right. I'll just make sure to get it good. All right, guys. So I have a finished product for you. It came out pretty good. I still have to paint my base plates, but I'm not going to video and record that. I'm waiting on my counter board to countersink these holes for my cap screws. You can see the paint came out really good, shiny. Looks good. The greens and the rod holders. I did design to drill another hole for the rod holder because I gotta get a longer bolt for here. I just don't trust only 3 threads on each one. So I don't trust the bar not to come off, and I didn't trust the rod holder not to come off, so I just didn't drill another hole. But it's just like the multi-bar, not near as nice as the multi-bars. As you see, my cuts aren't near as pretty as his, but my total cost in this is only, got some scratches right there. I think I dropped this one earlier. About 175 bucks total, not including the rod holders. The rod holders are pretty expensive. You know, everything's adjustable. Hard to do with my phone. Just like the multi-bars, you know, you can spin them up, down, turn it. And if you loosen these bottom ones, you can lower it or pick it up higher, all the way up top. And then my flat tips stop you from overextending backwards. So that way, if a fish pulls, it can't pull you out. But it's super strong. I love it. It came out really good. I wish I could show you guys on my boat, but I have it on order and it's not supposed to be done for a long time. So if you guys do want to see it on the boat, just let me know in the comment section. As far as everything dimension wise, remember everything is 1 3/4 inches. So this is 1 3/4 inches by 3/4 thick. These bars are 1 3/4 by 3/8 thick, and the squares are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So, and this is 5 by 5 by 5/8 for the base plate. Then I got stainless set screws to lock everything in. Well, thanks for watching, guys.